everyone, Umay Giona here, and today I'm gonna be reading chapter 1123 of the One Piece manga. I saw the title earlier as I was clicking it and it said The Void Fortnite, and I was like, Fortnite? Void? Fortnite? Like, are we gonna get more lore? Like, last chapter was insane. I didn't even realize that we were on break or that we were not getting like a chapter last week on Thursday. I was like, oh my gosh, where's the chapter? I was not at home anyway, but I'm like, where's the chapter? Where's the chapter? But there was no chapter. It's here now, though. Okay, we're back to the cover page story. Enemies forced to share Odin. This is almost like what Odin did for his scabbards when he just started like touring Wano. Okay. Notes: the Mrs. Green Apple concert was fun. The aura of those three really amped me up. Mrs. Green Apple? That's such a cool name for a band. I'm assuming it's a band. It says those three. Unless it's like stand-up comedy. I'm not familiar, but good that Oda gets to go to concerts. On to the chapter. The aftermath of hockey. Egghead Island respond. Okay. The battleships are there. Oh, the Marines are all down because of the hockey. Joy Boys hockey. What's your status? Wake up, you guys. The Straw Hats are escaping. Oh my gosh, even though? Dang, everyone is down. Boa Seraphim is still up. Snake. Wow. All of them are down. All the Marines. They had like vice admirals there. Seriously, that's amazing. That was greater than Red Hair's. Ah! But it didn't seem hostile, did it? Greater than the Red Hairs. Because they saw Shanks. But that was Shanks. Do they mean like Shanks's hockey when he fought? Oh gosh, I forgot his name. Killer. I forgot Killer's name. I'm so sorry. But is that what they were talking about? Because that's probably not Shanks's full power. And this one that Emmett released was like the best of the best. Like, it's the strongest hockey from Joy Boy. So, okay. I'll move past that. But he did say that was greater than Red Hairs. Luffy laughing. Thank you for everything, Iron Giant. That's cute. It's almost like Joy Boy saying thank you to him. Okay, double page spread. I'm covering half of it. Alrighty, let's go while they're sleeping. We're getting out of here. Gabba. Hehehe. You heard the captains. Let's go, ya bastards. We're off to Elbaf. We're off to Elbaf! Yo, can you imagine that? We're going to Elbaf? Finally? It's like, what? Chapter what? Like 100 something for Little Garden. Oh my gosh. And now it's like 1123. Finally going to Elbaf. The sun is right there. So tiny beside the Viking ship. Bonnie just hugging Kuma. Zoro, Usopp. Oh my gosh! I just realized, yes, like Dory and Broggy are here. So like Usopp would be like so surprised to see them. It's been so long. Like, look at Usopp. He's like crying. Yo. And like Usopp is so much stronger than he was back in Little Garden when he couldn't do anything, right? Like, well, Usopp did much actually in that arc. But compared to what he is now, he's improved so much and became a much stronger person. I would say he's much braver as well. But like, yo, looking at these people who first inspired you to want to become a warrior of the sea. Like, he's wanted that before, but like seeing the giants really solidified that dream for him. Like, okay, this is what I want to become. And I'm gonna go to Elbaf to meet more of them, right? Yo, that's so cool. And there's Nami. And Luffy just like the old shriveled Luffy. Vegapunk, what you said earlier isn't sitting right with me. Was this all some sort of gotcha moment for you? Hey now, I couldn't follow everything you were saying, but it was pretty outrageous, wasn't it? He's dead though! Why is Sanji... What does he mean? Was this all some sort of gotcha moment for you? No, it wasn't. He researched it for a long time. So he knew what he was doing. And he like just connected everything. Egghead 2 weeks prior! There are some anomalous readings coming from the power station. You can say that again. Monitor for any fluctuations in particle density and neutron flux. The energy used by the Seraphim is meant to gradually increase over time. This could be a grave error if we miscalculated. Wait, aren't these numbers different from our earlier confirmed readings? Yes, and the rate of reaction is increasing too, but the power station seems stable. Do they mean like the power station as in like that, what they use for the mother flame? Or the mother flame is what it is. This data seems to indicate that someone has tampered with the mother flame to steal its energy. Okay, that makes sense. It was York. Every single data point related to the power station has been carefully modified. To pull this off, the culprit has to be one of us, right? A Vegapunk? Was it Lilith? Well, she's the first one you would think of because she's the evil counterpart. I'm afraid the three of us are the only ones with ironclad alibis. Just the three of them. So he was already thinking about it. An insane amount of energy was stolen. So we have to observe the other four to determine who is responsible. Especially Lilith. Lilith is the only one surviving right now. We have to put our brains into offline stealth mode too. Offline stealth mode? That's right. If our memories of this gets uploaded to Punk Records, then Lilith... That's so biased! Well, Lilith is the evil one. But she's really strong-minded. I don't think she would let anyone be like the boss of her. So, it's just funny that they're already thinking it's Lilith. I mean, the culprit will know we're onto them. 1 week before the present. Attention, I've identified the culprit. It's York. Oh, they knew! Okay. What? The memories she's been synchronizing with Punk Records are phony. I've also confirmed that the surveillance snails at the scene of the crime were tampered with too. Why would she do such a thing? And my bad, Lilith. All this time he's been thinking it was Lilith. I've also found evidence that suggests someone deployed the weaponized CBs without authorization. The jamming white transponder snail was also found in our investigation. I know we can reconstruct the call data directly from our long-distance transponders now. Oh, so they listened to like the conversation that York had with the Gorosei. Because here it says the Vegapunk, Dr. Vegapunk is researching the Void Century. Shirang Marijoa. No wonder Cypher Ball keeps coming here to snoop around. It's crazy. You didn't even realize, man. She's one of you. 6 days before the present. The kingdom of Lelouch has been erased. and it's because of your mother flame. The details are still a bit foggy, but I have a bad feeling about this. Pythagoras, observe any changes to the sea levels and monitor all wireless transmissions. Yes, sir. Do you think this has something to do with the theft of the mother flame? Obviously. I'm sure of it. That portion of the flame must have been delivered to the government by one of the weaponized sea beasts. If you'll permit me to indulge in pure conjecture, it seems plausible that the world government possesses one of the ancient weapons. Ah! I thought that what they used for Leloucha was the mother flame, because they called it the mother flame. But, okay, it makes sense now. The world government has one weapon, so that has to be Uranus, and they use the mother flame to power it, because the mother flame is an energy source. So even if you have the other weapons, except Poseidon probably, you would still need the mother flame or a sort of energy source to power it. So, okay, so they do have one. The world government possesses one of the ancient weapons, and they must have needed the mother flame energy that York stole to fuel it. We'll see if the evidence supports my conclusion. Even if this deduction is sound, it's hard to speak it aloud. It's my fault after all. Only a fool lets their greed run amok. And greed. York is greed. That's crazy. And I went and personified mine. Oh, yo. I told you. I've been telling you, man. That's crazy. Yeah, because like, when he created the satellites, they have their own personalities, right? Well, I mean, he concentrated each personality as a person. So he has like logic and evil and anger, right? So what happens when you put greed into a person and that's all she is? Like, I see why he did it, because it's really efficient. Like, York would have to do all like the eating, going to the bathroom, you know, sleeping and all that, so that they don't have to do it. He doesn't have to do it. But to put all that greed in him as a scientist, he has so much greed in him, to be honest, because he wants to like make all these things, and that's a form of greed, right? And he put that in just one person. Like, ugh, I like that line. Only a fool lets their greed run amok, and I went and personified mine. Yo, that's so cool. I like it. Is there any benefit to apprehending York now that we know? No, it's too late for that. York's motives are irrelevant now. They will still come to erase anyone who knows of the Void Century. York already demonstrated her worth to them by rashly handing over the mother flame. The best we can do is use that trust as an opportunity to determine their intent for the flame and try to mitigate the damage. Stella, we still have a chance to escape if we flee now. And like, he is the logic part of Vegapunk, so he's the one that's making the soundest suggestion here. Prepare a boat for the other residents. Oh. They still have a shot of escaping Egghead, but it'll be impossible for us. The Navy will have issued secret orders to every branch and base by now. They'll chase us to the ends of the world, and our inevitable deaths will be meaningless. At least here on Egghead, we have something Ohara didn't 22 years ago. We have the means and equipment to amplify our voices as far and wide as possible. Yes! Because back then, like, Ohara actually had something. They knew things, they had information, but then they couldn't tell anybody about it. It ended there because they couldn't announce it to the world, but Vegapunk had this now. He had the resources, the equipment to like tell the whole world what he knows. Like, yo, I like that too. We have something Ohara didn't 22 years ago. We have the means and equipment to amplify our voices as far and wide as possible. Yo, that's so cool. What exactly is the world government? The closer I get, the more shrouded it becomes. If I must die, I will sell my life dearly. Yo, that's such a cool panel. Like, look at him. If I must die, I will sell my life dearly. Yo, man. Good job. I apologize for wrapping you two into all this. Don't be silly. We're Vegapunks just like you. We're all thinking the same thing. Yo! Then why is York not thinking that? Come on. Just one issue, Stella. What exactly constitutes death for someone like us? Yeah, good question. Good point. Gross, his brain! Oh my gosh. It even has hair. There's one other thing we must safeguard. Our cloud loft. Technology to manufacture artificial island clouds. It may be pivotal in saving humanity in the near future. Ooh! Yo, that makes so much sense. Yo, so he has a plan B already. Like, he's thought of this because he knew that the world would sink. So where do we go? If we can't be in the water, we have to be somewhere and there's no land. Where do we go? We go up to the clouds. Yo! Big brain! Literally! Okay. I'm starting to really like Vegapunk now. Too late, but it's okay. Yo, that's so true. They really need that. Huh? Stella, what are you doing there? What are you doing here? Oh, is that you, York? You know, same old, same old. If our experiments to optimize the mother flame allow this thing to move again, it would be a big breakthrough in creating our ideal energy source. That's right. It would be amazing if we achieve that soon. Right. I can only pray it never gets perfected. Yo, for him to say that, I can only pray it never gets perfected because he knows now the dangers of what he's created. Ah, that's crazy. 2 days before the present. Go ahead and speak now. The recording has begun. Yo, he only made that video 2 days before this. Like, yo. Mic check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. I hope that in this flashback, they tell us what we've missed in, like, the first transmission. Because, like, yo, we need to hear that. What are the D's? You were talking about the D's. Attention world, hello there. This is Dr. Vegapunk, the world's greatest and most humble scientific genius. That's funny. The world's greatest and most humble scientific genius. Which is true. What we said will come as a big shock, right? Oh, they didn't show anything. Maybe, but everyone has a right to know the truth. No one will ever expect the transponder's nail to be hidden here. My death will trigger the message to be sent out worldwide. So he's dead. But I still don't believe that. We need to ensure that no one finds out till it's too late. Any abnormality in our behavior could be a tip-off that spoils our plans. Erasing our own memories is the safest bet. Oh, they erased their memory. So they didn't even know they did that? That said, there will be consequences. Okay, that makes sense now why they didn't know it was York. Because they erased their memories to be safe. Right? So they didn't know that it was York. Okay. I was like, if they knew, then why was he so shocked when, like, York went down the basement or something? We'll lose all memories related to this matter. Okay. The fact that York stole the mother flame. The fact that our lives are currently at stake. We'll have to suffer through all those bombshells all over again. Indeed. The fear we feel for our lives will be brand new to us, but we have put our countermeasures in place, even if things go sideways. Yo, that's so hardcore. It'll still be our victory. That's so hardcore, yo. Like, just the way they said it. I like how... I can't describe exactly what I'm feeling, but what I have in mind right now is Kuma and his memories being deleted. And now them with their memories being deleted as well. I can't describe it just yet, but it's just crazy. It's crazy to me. Because, like, I always think about that too. Like, if I would be able to, maybe I would try to erase my memories of, like, reading or watching One Piece so I could experience it once again. But there's that danger, like, then maybe, what if I don't actually start reading or watching it, right? Then we'll never know about One Piece ever again. Like, it's so weird. But, like, just the way they said it here, we'll have to suffer through all those bombshells all over again. The fear we feel for our lives will be brand new to us, but we have put our countermeasures in place. Even if things go sideways, it'll be our victory. That's just so hardcore. Like, yo, it's like, I know what's gonna happen. I've put countermeasures in place. Erase my memory. I would go through that again. But, like, yo. The Memory Mass Research Lab. What are we doing here? This is my handwriting flap. Good morning, everybody. You'll find that you three... Okay, he wrote it. Have a missing fortnight's worth of memories that were wiped of your own volition. A number of things will probably come as a surprise because of this, which is ironically pretty amusing. I will tell you one thing, though. The world government has found out about our research into the Void Century. Huh? They found out? They're shocked again. I really tell myself to go die? I have already taken the best precautions possible. You will just have to put your faith in me and die. Oh, and one last thing. Stella, Emperor Straw Hat's crew, and Bonnie have just made landfall. What? Cyberpaul is approaching too. What? He's just surprised about everything, but they knew about this beforehand. They're also a naval armada coming to blockade the island. What? Admiral Kizaru and Elder Saint Saturn seem to be with them. What? Nani? Yo, that's so funny. What is the other thing? Oh, and one last thing. You didn't tell us. After we rescue Bonnie from down there, I think it would be best if I stayed put. Huh? You'll die? Huh? You'll die. You don't need to help me escape anymore. I thought about it. Just let me die here. Oh, this is probably what Sanju was saying. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, what was it just an aha moment, gotcha moment for you when he said he's gonna die? Okay, we're missing some stuff, that's why. What? Do you have a death wish? Far from it, but I've come to believe that my death will set something important into motion. He doesn't even know what's gonna happen, but like, well, he believes in himself. If I was a scientist like him, I would trust myself too. This is gonna be a big mess. We can't just sit there and watch you die. We've got to do something. One more thing. Whoa. It's about the One Piece. What? What about it? Okay, chill. We don't want to know about the One Piece. Like, why are we freaking out? We don't have to freak out. It's just the One Piece. Like, who cares? Wait, my heart. I want you guys. Wait. Here's to reuniting with old friends. Cheers. Hold on. Do this later. Wait for me. They're partying. Oh gosh, that's the end of it. Cheers. I want you guys Let's go! I want you guys to be the ones to find it. Ah! Ooh, we're off to the land of my dreams, Elbaf. Yo, I'm gonna cry. Get. Thinking 2 moves ahead. Chapter 1123 end. There's no break next week, right? Dang, wait. No, I'm still here next week. It's the next week that I won't be at home. Yo, no. Yo, the way he said it. So there were some conversations that were missing. Like, he talked to Sanji, and that's why Sanji was saying... Wait, let me just go back to what Sanji was saying. This felt like a really long chapter, actually. Thank you very much. Where was that part where Sanji was, like, saying something to Vegapunk? See, I told you, it's a long chapter. Like, dang. Where is it? There. He says, Vegapunk, what you said earlier isn't sitting right with me. Was this all some sort of gotcha moment for you? Hey now, I couldn't follow everything you were saying, but it was pretty outrageous, wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't the transmission that he was talking about, but like the conversation that he had with Vegapunk. That's just insane. Yo, it's like life and death for these people here. The way he said it, it's about the One Piece. Oh, and there's like one more thing that like, oh, see, we don't know about that too. Darn it, because he says, I have already taken the best precautions possible. You will just have to put your faith in me and die. Oh, and one last thing. And then he didn't say that. This chapter should have been called One Last Thing. He didn't say what it is. And then he tells Sanji, one last thing, one more thing. It's about the One Piece. I want you guys to be the ones to find it. Yeah. And there's just something about other people saying that. Like, I know we're gonna find the One Piece. From the beginning, when Luffy said, I'm gonna be the Pirate King, I will find the One Piece. I believed in him. I knew he was gonna do it. Not because Luffy is the main character, like, yes, partly that, but it's because I believe in Luffy. I trust Luffy, and I know when Luffy says something, he's gonna do it. And when he said, I'm gonna be the Pirate King, I will find the One Piece, I know. It was just a matter of time, you know? I just have to survive until the day that he actually finds the One Piece. But I knew it would be them who would find it. But for someone like Vegapunk, a genius scientist who knows about the Void Century, who's researched this topic for years and years and years, like extensive research that he did for this. And for him to say, I want you guys to be the ones to find it. Yo, that confidence and that wish. What does he know? How did he come to this conclusion that the perfect people to find the One Piece would be Luffy's crew? Why? Are there requirements? Is there a reason why he said this? There has to be a reason. He knows what's going on. But like, I want to know. For him to say that, what does Luffy have? Well, I mean, everything points to Luffy, especially him being Joy Boy, or has Joy Boy's power, being a D, and all that. But there has to be something else that's special about Luffy. That's why he has to be the person to find it. Gosh. Can you imagine, though? The day that Luffy finds the One Piece, like, dang, Lord, I just want to be alive by then. Like, I don't really have a lot of ambitions in life, you know? I'm more of a chill person. Like, yes, I want money. So I could, like, travel the world and all that. But I'm never one to just be rich for the heck of it, you know. I'm content with what I have most of the time. But the one thing that I want to be greedy about is for me to survive until Luffy finds the One Piece, until One Piece ends. You know, I mean, like Oda said that it's gonna end soon, and we can feel it. It's like the final saga, I know that. But I mean, it's probably just a few years. Logically speaking, I would make it, but you just never know. You just never know with life. So I'm like praying, you know, Lord, grant me the life, like, to be able to survive until then. Like, yo, I'm not even kidding. Like, that's my prayer, man. Like, I just want to survive until One Piece ends. Like, if I die before One Piece ends, I would come back. I would come back to life. Like, I would do everything in my power to come back. Like, beg the Lord to just come back. Sorry, I just sound crazy now. But for real, like, yo, when that happens, like, yo, when the chapter comes out, like the final chapter, there's no way I'd be working. Like, I would not do anything the whole day. I'll just be waiting for that moment the chapter drops. And maybe just cry for a whole week after that. Like, yo. But they're gonna be the ones to find it. Hopefully there is a chapter next week. I'd be mad if there's no chapter. But dang, are we really going to Elbaf though? I won't believe it until we're there. But yeah, I guess that's all from me today. Let me know what you thought of this chapter down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.